slippers to her. We shouldn't have let it happen.
Illegal
substitution. All right, with all my subs, everybody, still what's wrong here?
Number 4 slot, number 16 can't come in.
So some of these substitutes should never happen.
Should never
Right.
happen.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
We got too many subs.
So your card a guy like that, you missed the substitution, you missed it. So R2 should have told the people at the table sometime to forget, let you know when you get to your 15 sub. So you can start being aware when you get to 18. But once you get to 18, anything after that, it's illegal substitution. One valid for the other team.
4 spot, and 16 can't go in.
Yeah, yeah. If the 16 went in somewhere else.
Start off.
Once they go in that line, they're locked into that position.
Right.
But they don't, some people got caught up saying, oh, no, I still get it. Like, they thought that 17 couldn't go in for this person over here. As long as you in that, stay in that line, any of these people here can substitute in and out in that spot. Anybody in this line can substitute in that spot.
17 down below.
That's a L and a 10. Pen running out. Should that be on that card?
There's a no right there, Bob.
I see people trying to worry about, that's your libero. Can libero be
We
there?
don't keep up with the libero.
Don't keep up with the girl, they have somebody at the table.
No, sir.
So now, don't put it on your card. That's the only thing wrong with that? Even if they go on that spot?
Number 10,
The barrel at the top, man.
That's where it is.
That's a L, that's a 10.
No, they can't come in that spot anyway, that's what
can't
I'm
come in
saying.
3rd spot.
Thank you, that's what I was trying to point out. Even if you had it on your card, the libero can be there. The libero plays back row. Yeah, you shouldn't even be putting it on your card. Only thing we're supposed to be watching about the libero is that they make their exchange in what position. This is your court, so that's your net.
The back row, the back row, and behind the attack line.
Right here. What's that? Not up here.
In line and top.
All right. Is it still confusing to some people when you got a substitution right here? That girl go in, the girl go in, and girl, they do that little funky substitution right there?
Two people
go in the same
Two people going at the same time, but you're only recording one sub.
It's easy sometimes.
Hmm.
Sometimes it is.
All right, libero's on the court. How long should a libero stay out if they have to sub out?
What's that about?
One dead ball.
All right,
Unless they're gonna serve,
what do you do then, Mr. Francis?
just move to your
Libero's,
serve.
libero's playing this spot right here.
Well, they serve for 6.
We get ready to serve, she rotating right there.
And then the
What she
stuff comes in for
You
the,
go
do? Just
serve
going back in and
She go back to
serve.
serve.
Go back to serve.
with no dead ball.
Hmm?
With no dead ball.
That's before the whistle's blown, yeah, serve.
That libero's up in the left.
Oh, people, when you're checking your lineup, girls have a tendency to get over here and huddle up and everything. So don't be real rude, but you know, you can ask them to get sort of halfway moved to where they're supposed to go. You know, no places on the court. You can't make them go stand here and there. So you just got to learn, look at your card, who's supposed to be where. You understand what I'm saying?
Glad you mentioned that. To remember, our association handles a card. You go to other associations and they go by, they don't have a card, they go by the book.
Yeah.
Because they're being trained like college.
Yeah. But we, for what he said right there, to check lineup, we have a card. Okay? I don't want to go nowhere, start filming you, and you're not working with a card.
Coach call for a lineup, captain, coach call for a lineup check, what you do?
Go to the book. Phone book.
Well, I got my card. Don't use your card, what I'm trying to say, don't use your card. Don't use your card for the lineup check. Go buy the book. You know, ask who's supposed to be the next server or whatever.
Makes it easy to keep it with overlapping too.
Huh?
That card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go, if you ain't got a card,
It's important to
I
have.
don't know how you gonna call it and know what to call it.
But if you don't know, don't call it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the first thing. If you don't
Good
know
call.
what it is, don't call it. It'll happen again. All right. But make sure you do not call it, people. You can be in an overlapping illegal alignment position at any time you want to, before the ball is contact. But everybody must be legal at the point of contact, or however they serve. You have some of them, they be trying to hide themselves in some of these offenses and things they running, you know, you're real technical, they're trying to hide a person, you know. But they'll move and get there, as long as they get there before the point of contact, you're good. So watch that. And R2, please, even if you see it, you shouldn't see it, well, we all of us got peripheral vision, but they ain't get that. Don't call illegal alignment on the offensive side. Because you're not supposed to be looking at it. Action. I see it done. Don't. Anything else, please?
Arthur, before you leave that right there, I want to throw one thing. You'll remember this, it happened last year. Go back to the serve. We'll go back to the serve. Does everybody understand, and he mentioned it, make sure everybody understands, because this happened last year. We went to a school, and who the first server is on the receiving side. What position they in at start? Where are they at?
Right front.
Right front. We went to a school, remember where it was at? You got the complaint? And they started just like the other side, you know, on the side that serves first, the right back. It's set up, that's where you start serving. Then when they turned over the other way, they wanted to start out with the right back serving first. And what they said is, and you always hear this, whether you did or don't. The referee before us told us that's the way you do it. So, just want to make sure everybody understands where your first server is on your receiving side. That did come up last year.
Make sure in middle school, a lot of that comes up in middle school.
It was in middle school.
Yeah, a lot of comes up in middle
It
school.
was right down here at Holly.
Yeah.
Did you go over, Arthur, on the 15th through the 18th serve? I let the coach know that you got some, this is the 15th serve, they only get 18.
You let coach know?
Subs.
I let the coach know and the table know too.
Why you let coach?
Coach should know it, but it's called preventive officiating.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's a good point.
Yeah. Say it all.
Keep
You
your
don't say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
a
you
good
need to tell the table, let you know, that you won't have to keep count down on your card, but you glance at your card, that's all, you know when you got it.
I wouldn't.
I
tell
love
him-
it when they don't serve.
I
mean,
wouldn't tell
substitute.
him every time, now you got 16, now you got 17, I'd tell him at 15 myself. And then from that point on, he ought to be able to count 3.
But actually, now, he got a scorekeeper sitting at that table, just like
Exactly.
the team got a score. That's
For
their
me,
job
yeah.
to allow, let the coach know, so. I agree with that. All right. Where do line judges stand at timeouts on this? On this?
Right where R&S is. Top way.
Please, no more. Do not have them standing right here talking to you. To us. They'll come over and by rule, they're supposed to leave here, go down there. Don't go. For some kids, you know, if they come over that first time, tell them next time, walk around the court. ain't no big deal, they ain't gonna win or lose the match for nobody.
Just looks good.
Those guys that did, like Mr. Brand, Chris, Manny Smith, that did, went to the, line judge class. Y'all look sharp when y'all doing that. That do look good for everybody. One person waiting for the other move and everybody going in.
Don't leave Mr. Powell there, he was that much too.
Who went?
Francis.
Powell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, one good thing about it is, when the line judges move, when this line judge over here, the line judge on the left wait until he gets to the corner before they move together.
You weren't my ear one match we was at. They ain't doing that right.
You trained, Francis.
He trained me with
Spent your time training, didn't you?
Yeah.
Actual line judge people do not run shag balls.
No, they don't.
Do not shag balls for you. In your pregame, tell your captains, if the ball go out on that side, somebody's on that team should retrieve that ball.
Or have a ball chase.
You know, I prefer they retrieve that ball. You tested that supposedly, know that ball is right. Now, if you got one to go in the Raptors, most time they bring you two to the table. You get one from the table, don't just grab one of the basket and go back to playing. Can it be a little flat or something, they lose their match, they throw the wrong ball at the game. All right. Anybody else got anything?
Now, all the balls are, the balls are okay by the visiting coach, right?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Don't you
But
show
you
the balls to the visiting?
Should be.
Me, what I do, I coach your game ball, which one you want to play with.
Yeah.
They give it to me,
Yeah.
I take them back. And me, at the point where you put the air in, I take a pencil,
Yeah.
put a little extra in there. If I check the air, there's no, those balls have been checked.
If you don't do it, you may have a Brady there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, like I said, we're gonna jump back. People, pre-game, where do officials stand at pre-game conference?
Stand together, facing the table.
Next to each other.
Stand together, facing the table.
Back to the table.
I done heard three things.
Facing the table.
Next to each other. I heard facing the table, next to each other, side by side.
Stand up.
Eight on
On time, on time.
Right on
Get
top.
back to your own self.
At least you're here, ain't you? See what Derek does, he cuts his clinics down, he comes to all four, but two of them he comes half and half.
All right, table, court, where should you be standing?
All ones on
This is
visitors,
the court.
all ones visitor, or two's home.
Back to the table. What's the table?
Thank you. Bruce.
Okay.
That's the table behind us. These are the people. This is where you're supposed to stand. For years, it had been done this way. R2 is over here facing R1. Both officials should be on with the back to the table. Everybody else out here. All right. Everybody agree with that?
This is the table right here?
This is
Another table
this is the
behind.
table.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
Everybody agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And what are you doing while you're standing
What am I doing?
there?
Which one am I?
You are one.
I'm R2, I'm just standing here until he asks me, is there anything else that he leave out in?
Now, are you watching the players? Are you watching your setter in?
Shouldn't nothing be going on now.
Pregame.
It ain't started yet.
You haven't started the warm.
No,
Okay.
this is pre-game conference.
Okay.
Where the front?
Pre-game conference. Then we start at 5.
Yes.
I heard y'all in there going. What's cut? Oh,
Well, I just want to confirm, what they were saying is that the R2 you're saying, is on the right of on the left.
R1 should be on the visitor side, R2 should be on the home.
R2 should be to the left of the R1.
If you wanna make it like that, if you wanna do that,
Should.
All right, so then what we do?
if you wanna do that.
Table behind us, I'm just use H and the V. I'm R1, am I right?
No,
No.
no, you're R2.
Switch.
Switch. Now you're R1.
Politically correct by the book, but you know, that don't make a whole lot of difference. You know? That don't make a whole lot of difference. Test
For
purposes,
test purposes.
that might be. All right. Somebody tell me how you start the pregame.
Ladies and gentlemen, introduce yourselves, please.
Let me have two people up here do the pregame for me, please.
Randy, you started,
Come on, Chris.
you started telling me, go ahead.
Where is that, Gene?
Chris.
Home visitors, where is that, thing?
No, me and Bruce are here.
Hey, one question.
Mom, shut up.
Will that screen, hey, have you got it widened enough, Gene?
No, sir, I gave up on that. I can get back down on the back wall.
Turn around.
All right, what was your question? You said, how do you get a pregame, start a pregame?
Start at pregame.
Double two with a cone.
There you go. Now we coming up.
2-2.
All right, go ahead. Who's R1? Who's gonna take off?
He said I will
Okay.
get the coaches and the captains up. You have to have the coach at the pregame. Captains don't have to come, but they can, usually do. Introduce yourselves. Players and coaches. I usually shake the coach's hand and bump the girls. That's just what I do. Start shaking hands, they can say, well, he was feeling on my hand or something. I just bump them. Coaches, all your players legally and properly equipped to remain so throughout the match.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Girls, when you go back to your huddle, make sure to check with your teammates, make sure there's no jury. Make sure we get it off before we start the 5-5-5. Coach, will you go over, you the home coach, will you go over the rules for your gym, please?
All right, we play the black line all the way around. And all the chairs out of the way, that's what the simplest thing. The backboard is down on that end. Everything, show judge call on that backboard.
So ladies, play.
Tell us how you want to handle it.
Main thing is play to the whistle. If that ball hits the backboard and was gonna go out, in my judgment, it's gonna be out. If you got a hit left, and if that backboard wasn't down, in my opinion, in my judgment, and you could have made a play, we're gonna do a replay. Okay? Main thing is play to the whistle, ladies. Coaches, y'all wanna do the 5-5-5-5 separately, correct?
Yeah.
Visiting team usually start, no, home team. Home team starts, coach, you have the first 5. We'll blow the whistle for each 5. You may not be looking at the clock for you to come off, hustle off, the other team will hustle on. We'll do a coin flip, and I ain't got what we gotta do. Got a coin, heads and tails. Heads and tails. Visiting team, you'll call the coin toss, call it in the air.
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is tails. You won the toss. They've already chose what side they're gonna sit on. You have the option to serve or receive.
Sir.
He wants to serve, okay? Everybody good?
Good.
Thank you very much. Start the 5, coach. You got anything you wanna add?
Yeah. Are y'all using a barrel?
You see
Are
what
you using a barrel, coach?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have a tracker?
Yes, sir.
Normally, you would ask, when do I get paid?
Right, Randy, that's usually the next question.
Oh, you check off that?
Next line, coach, good luck to you.
What did you just say?
I said I'd like to be line with
Again, what did you just say? I just stood up here
What you
and
say?
told you not to do that, man.
No, he said line judge. He needs a line judges. Line judges. He did say line judges. And you do whatever how you want to, but some people you work with don't want to talk to the line judges for whatever reason. So if he's the R2 and doesn't, I'll be glad to do it as the R1 and vice versa. If you don't feel comfortable and you're not quite sure what to do in that, I'll do it, no problem.
Hey, Ray, I got a question.
What if he would've told you as a visitor, he ain't got a libero tractor? But he running a libero.
But he can't use,
Yes, he can.
the home,
They
no,
got
the home
tractors.
team is not required to track, no
They ain't
sir.
got damn required.
No sir.
But if the
But
home
they was,
team's
if they
willing,
would.
The home team is willing, that's the difference in
You don't have a
willing.
libero tractor coach?
Yes, sir, I have one.
Thank you.
Let's go back to
But
that.
But
He doesn't-
you ain't go
If he don't have one,
The home team.
go Mr. Brandon, Diane, go ahead.
I just want to ask the question, are we going to continue the tradition of expecting the visiting and the home to provide a line judge, although the book says the home
Yes.
team has both?
They don't have to.
We
The
doing
home team is
one
supposed
each.
to provide both.
We're doing one each.
If
One
they
each.
For
can.
tax purposes, go by what's in the book. But
Okay,
in this
that's what I'm
association over
asking.
years, we've got one from
Right,
each
so
side.
For years, you've been doing the
Yeah.
tradition of one.
If you have a team traveling a long way, they bring nobody but the players,
Then the home team.
then the home team can do it.
All right.
Yes, Diane.
We're gonna
you
follow
got to
tradition.
tell them to remind, the captains to remind the team that line judges don't shack balls.
That's a good, I usually do that individually with the line judges. No need to bring it up here because I don't have
You
one.
have to bring it up
You gotta tell the
because the
captain.
team's
You gotta
the
tell
one
the
that
captain.
needs to know not
Oh, okay,
to
you,
let them shack
I
balls.
agree with that. Hold on, Robert, tell you,
So, who was responsible for acting for the administrators when they come in?
that, we done that, we at the pregame now, everything we done before that. Yes,
Go find that out for pregame.
But if Robert asked the question, who's responsible?
I say the R1, I thought,
Exactly.
I thought you meant to bring it up in
And
this.
done before you even get to the
Absolutely.
when you first arrive.
Merry Christmas.
One other thing while you're there, remember, when they're doing the 5-5-5, they've got to have shoes on.
No, except
No,
except the
except
coach,
the
don't bother the
coach,
coach.
I said,
Don't mess with a duck.
5-5-5, they gotta have shoes, can't have flip flops, barefoot. Any player.
Even an injured player.
Line judge too, right?
Yeah, line judges gotta have shoes.
One thing on that, if you've got a JV game,
Hold up.
You go ahead, you ask that. You brought
Go
it
ahead.
Go ahead, Randy.
if you got a JV game, you got a varsity player doing line judge, and they gotta go change, don't let them change in the gym. Make sure they change somewhere else, like in the locker room or bathroom. Oh, shut up, Linwood. You know why.
Question over here.
Hey, and hold on, Miss Jenny, and I'm gonna
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and hold on for 1 minute.
They have to have them.
Hold on for 1 minute, and I'm just gonna kind of piggyback off of that. Have any coach had a problem with a varsity player have to leave to go change and switching up a line judge? Anybody had that problem?
Try to do it. They're trying to do it. I didn't let them do it.
I have,
You can't
have them
stop.
switch out.
A girl's got to leave, she got to leave.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, have anybody had any problems from a coach
You
saying,
can't make her.
okay, good. No, I was just, and the reason, I didn't, I just wanted to see, have anybody, like, oh, no, we, don't switch or whatever the case may be. I only had a problem with just somebody that was down in Warren County not paying attention a whole lot, and they wanted them to be switched out.
You can replace them.
And you definitely can replace it, so, but I was just asking that. Yes,
Well, I
ma'am.
had the problem with, they set up a cell phone and was plugging it into the wall, running back and forth, checking on charge.
Then I would replace them.
Yeah, you should replace that.
I would replace
Yeah,
them.
you should
Yeah.
have replaced that. Yes,
Wayne,
ma'am.
we got you, Jenna, go ahead.
The one thing that I had learned was that you do not have to have knee pads on, but if you do have them on, do if they're out there on the court, whether it's practice or, the warm-ups, or that they have to be in place?
I know.
You got equip, no, it ain't nothing in the rule, but if you got something on, that's where like it's supposed to be worn.
Yeah.
That's all you ask.
Well, I don't think there's anything in the rule book saying you got to.
You got to have, you don't have to have.
That you don't have to have them, but if they have them on, then no matter
Well,
where they are.
Going
I
back,
really don't.
Okay.
going back to what Bruce said about the replacing, or somebody having to warm up and take, if you remember, this thing come up in Chapel Hill last year, Arthur and Bruce, and I believe one thing they asked us to have our referees do was tell the coaches to try to get line judges that can stay the whole time, to where you won't be replacing them during the game. So that's something you should, talk to the coach when they start. It's best to have an adult if you can get them. Sometimes you can't.
A lot of times it'll be JV for the boys and the boys for JV. And make sure they cover that jersey up, they can't wear
Yeah,
jersey.
jersey on.
And you gonna have some teams come out in the pregame, you won't be able to get their numbers to that second five, but they're gonna have t-shirts or something.
Did I hear Chris say that, the captains in the torn turf did not have to come up?
But what now?
Captains.
Don't have to come up.
He
What,
said
Tony?
it is.
No, captain and coach got to be at the.
Yeah, I thought I
Maybe
heard.
I did, I meant,
He said,
at least the head coach has to be there, is what I meant, and the captain.
Captain.
You said that was an option, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, it says during pregame night comments, conduct coin toss between the head coaches and captains.
we're so glad you know you can.
Nine.
Go ahead.
Didn't we have that discussion in the first meeting where the captains came up and they said, oh no, this isn't our speaking captain's over there, but we said that we're gonna consider the
One
one
does
that
not-
shows up as a speaking, well,
One, if, I got two to come to the meeting, the pregame meeting, and they want number 7 that's still out there practicing to be my speaking captain, I'm gonna let number 7 be my speaking captain. They're there just for the coin toss,
okay.
that's all that is.
People try not to make your match no harder than you have to. Try not to make it harder than you have to. Me, I ain't gonna get all that technical, you tell me 10 is the captain out there. 10 going off the court. My R2 might not tell me who's the next captain and everything. But I can talk to anybody that come up there, but I ain't gonna keep talking to different one. If one come up here, whoever come at 15 come to talk to me, you the next one that need to come back to talk to me. And we ain't stopping the match to find a coach, who's your captain? Come on, keep the flow of your match going. Knowing who's the captain is not gonna win or lose the game for nobody.
But you can't
Not gonna get
assume,
you out of there any quicker either.
you can't assume that captain that's out there on the floor and not in the toss is gonna get all the information that you said at the coin toss. So if I were you, I'd bring that speaking captain up there for that
What
conference.
if that coach wants her to continue warming up and working on something?
That's
You
too
can't
bad,
stop that.
that's too bad. That captain, that's the only person that can talk to me on the floor.
Well,
I'm not gonna be
That's not necessarily so, Francis, because when she substitute that captain out,
Yeah.
hey, what's the
I'll tell
speaking
you what I
captain?
do.
What's the speaking captain is running late?
Hold on.
We had too many
Hold on,
discussions.
hold on.
Guys,
We're gonna
what
get
if
off-
the
let's
speaking
get off this
captain
in a
is
minute.
running late? She's a senior, she's her best player, and her mama, something happened to her, and she had to go pick up her mama or something before she came. She comes running in 5 minutes before the match starts. You gonna tell me she can't be the speaking captain?
No, but you told me that number 7 was on the court practicing.
Okay, but either way, yeah, either way, she ain't there,
Okay.
she's practicing, she's dressing, whatever.
All right, as long as we do
Making
the
the match
same
too
thing,
hard, you're making your match too
as long as
hard.
we do the same thing, that's all.
You're making your match too hard.
Let's go back to,
don't
back
say-
it off of Gray's question there. Coach Bruce's team has a libero, they don't have a track, and the home team don't want the track. Can you still use it?
No.
Okay, we'll make sure.
Good with that. All right, one of the people in there asked us to give us some signals. 2 of the people in here have volunteered to go out somewhere.
Yeah.
Mr. Yance and Mr. Maker, y'all come forward, please. And y'all can follow along in the book.
One thing on the team meetings, sportsmanship, make sure you always make sure. Yeah, good. Thank you, Lee. Please.
Y'all want us to call it,
We want that.
Oh, yeah, you all want.
Let's admit, what cause do R2 really have as far as getting sickness?
Net.
Getting there.
That's a good
What
question.
else?
That's a good question.
Illegal lineman,
So-
Legal alignment
delay, unnecessary delay,
and
legal substitution.
Not illegal, substitution.
Illegal substitution.
Somebody just said, what you said?
Greening.
I did it.
And your choice of words, you got to the point, but your choice of words ain't really what it is. the master, what calls of R2 make and not having to mirror R1?
That's a good point.
He make those calls.
Right.
The rest of them, he gonna be mirroring R1. That's his call first. Good job. All right, y'all go. Y'all do it for me. That man want me to start at the top? Number one, illegal alignment, improper service.
Improper service. Who gives it? What, R1 or R2?
R2.
R2.
Improper service gonna be given by who?
R1.
Thank you.
I heard R2.
Alignment, yeah.
Inadequate
Y'all
lineup.
have to get together, I can't get both.
R2. Line fault, line violation, people.
I got foot foul, third, point towards the line.
You said a line violation?
Well, it's called line violation.
Line violation, too.
You only have a foot fault where? All right, back line, just the server, right? All right. People, please, go ahead. That line, that center line there, that foot must be all the way over here.
Entire.
The hand, all the way over here. Knee, whatever, body part, all the way over there, not here. And this off the floor. If my foot is still shattering the line, you don't have anything. What you need to watch for, a lot of times when the girls play, they run to the center line, they do this, and when they turn to go back here, all that foot is on the other side of the line. Beep, beep. That's when you blow it. All right.
And what's the signal for that again, for R2?
Would it be,
Yeah, see, this what I want right here.
then you got the net, okay, what? If I see it, I'm doing it.
Was the internet?
They were in it.
Okay.
No lie.
Not this.
Yeah, get rid of this, people.
Not the scoop.
It's his point.
Yeah.
On which side, man?
Yeah.
Step to that side.
Are we giving point or we giving the sign first?
R2 will get a sign first, and then
R2
you
will
can
get a
get a point.
That's a good question.
R1 will be.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Who's making the call? Who's making the call? Who's calling? What you calling? Who's calling? Who's calling this line violation?
Line violation on the net.
Who's calling line violation? R2, okay, what?
He gonna get a point.
That's all.
The sign I'm on right here.
He gonna get it.
R1 take over from there.
I want to go with
Yeah,
his.
ain't no way I'm taking all
Well, we got,
R2?
we got outcome, we giving the sign or we giving the point?
If we got out of bounds.
Point around.
Foot violation?
All things points first,
All depends,
then you do.
all depends.
Point, then you violate.
He going this way? He
Blow
going
your
this way?
whistle,
I'm
give
going
your
over.
point, and then your
It
violation.
all depends.
Hold up.
All right, we gotta say all depend right here. What it depend on, Mr.
It
Francis?
depends on who made the call first. If the R2 made it first, it's not the point first.
All right.
If the R2 made it, it's the penalty